Hello everyone, my name is Jason Matthew and I'm from the Instruction Design and Development Unit. And today we're going to be looking at how to fill out a Main Campus USC course request form. Okay, so the first step is that you copy the course request form link and you paste it in your web browser. In this case, I'm using Google Chrome, so I'm going to paste and go. You want to log in using your USC credentials, so that will be your username and password that you would use to log in to your USC Gmail account. And once you do that, you will now have access to the course request form. So a few things to note. This form provides the IDDU with the necessary information to process online and blended courses for the upcoming semester. So we are only processing online and blended courses moving forward. The IDDU will no longer be processing face-to-face support courses. Please note that this form is to be used only for courses provided by Main Campus. We have a different form for courses being provided by the extension campuses and fully online programs such as the paralegal program. And that form we call the Distance Education Course Request Form, and we'll be doing a different video for that. So this video is for courses that are being provided by the Main Campus. All course request information has to be approved by the relevant department chair and dean of the school before being entered in this form. So it means that when we receive this information, we are at the IDU, we are under the understanding that this information has been approved by the chair and dean of that school. All right, so we click next. Then you enter your name, your cell phone number or your office extension, whichever one works for you. And then you click next. I should also point out that you see where these red asterisks are. These are required fields, meaning that you need to fill out these fields before you move on and submit the form, or it wouldn't allow you to move on, I should say. All right, so you enter the dean's name. If it's not one of these choices, you can always type it in under other. You choose the dean's email address, the chair's name, and the chair's email address. Now, this information is very important because what's going to happen is that as soon as you submit the form, an automatic receipt of all the courses that you have entered is automatically sent to the person entering the information, as well as the dean and chair. So the form is extracting this information that you're entering here and automatically sending it to these people. So there is some duplication that may happen. For instance, different schools do it differently. So in some cases, the chair is the one who enters the information, so you will get the email twice, and sorry about that in advance. You click next. All right, you choose the semester in which the course is going to be offered. In this case, semester 2, 2018 to 2019. If it's not during a particular semester, but it's more within a specified period, you can always put it under other. You choose the school. This is further classification. Now, this is not a required field, but it helps us with the nomenclature of the courses and it helps us with our data-driven process. So you have different classifications that you could choose from, and if it's not one of these, you can always click other as well. When you're finished, you click next. Now you can enter a maximum of 20 courses per course request form. Now, if you have more than 20 courses, well, then you will have to add the additional amounts in a subsequent course request form. You click next, and now you enter the course information for the different courses. So this will be the first course, and I'm just going to enter some random information here. Does the course already exist online? If it does, just click yes. All right, now this one is a very important one. The course URL. Now, if the course existed previously online it will have a course URL. If it's a new course, well, then you just put in that field no URL. But if the course exists, then what you do is that you go to the course and you extract the URL from there. So I'll show you how to do that now. Okay, so I'm on the course page of the course that already exists. This is an old version of the course. So all I do is that I copy the URL and I return here and I paste it here. Now, if a URL is not provided, then the IDDU will create an empty course shell. So that means that it will be a course that has no materials in it, and it is up to the instructor to populate that course. So they'll have to enter all the materials and assignments and so on. So it'll be empty if a URL is not provided to the IDDU. You say what course format it is, whether it is blended or online. And in this other question here about group enrollment, this will apply to some courses, not all. And in these situations where you have a teacher teaching multiple groups of students the same course. So instead of the IDDU creating multiple courses for the same teacher, we will have multiple groups of students in one course. So they will start the course at the same time, they will end the course at the same time. The teacher will have access to all these students, but students from one group will not be able to interact with students from another group. So if that is something that you need, just click yes. You state the number of groups that you need. Most of the times that range from between 2 to 5 groups. And then you name the groups. Now, remember, these are not required fields because there are no asterisks there. So it's only if you want group enrollment will you want to fill out these fields. If you are not having group enrollment and you click no, but then you can leave these fields blank and move on. So if you're naming the groups, one way to do it is to give the course code and then say this is group 1 and group 2. Or some people, they name it by the days in which the groups have classes. So it's like Tuesday, Thursday, something like that. So that's one way. Now, the thing is that students in the group 1 of this EDT 356 course will not be able to interact with the students in the 35602 group. The teacher will be able to see all students and what they're doing, but students in one group is not able to interact with the other groups. So like, for instance, students who post on the forum in a 35601 group will not be able to see the responses in the 35602 group and vice versa. You enter the instructor's name, the instructor's email, and remember that the instructor's email is extremely important because that's the unique identifier that we use on Moodle. This is how we identify the instructor. So we need this email. Instructor phone number, if you have it. Is the instructor a new faculty member? Has the instructor completed the USC basic Moodle training course, either face-to-face or online? Now, throughout the semester, the Institute of Educational Technology offers basic Moodle training, either face-to-face or through their online programs. So we need this information because what's happening is that this information is automatically sent to the IET. So they can reach out to the teachers that do not have the Moodle training as yet, and we can start enrolling them into the program and so on. And finally, you have additional comments. So here's where you can add any information that was not asked in the previous fields and that you think is important that we know in IDDU. Just please add it there. And once you're happy, you can click next. And always remember, you can always click the back button as well to go back to previous information, data that you have entered, and make necessary changes if you want. So you click next, and then the form will ask you, do you have another course to enter? So if you have more courses to enter, just click yes, and you'll repeat the process until you have entered all the courses. Remember, each form you can enter a maximum of 20 courses. If you have more than 20, well, then you need to use a new form to enter the remaining. So in this case, for this demo process, we're going to end it here. So I'm just going to say no. I'm going to click next. And then it's asking you agree that all the information provided has been approved by the relevant department chair and dean of the school. And at this stage, hopefully you're going to be saying yes. If you haven't gotten the approval, please do not submit the form, because as soon as this form is entered into the database, we're going to start processing it. So we really want to make sure that these courses have been approved. And again, if you need to make any changes, you can click the back button and go back to the previous entries and look at them and make necessary changes. But once you click the submit button, you will not be able to make any changes on this form. It goes to the database and we start processing it. And for you to make any changes to the form after that, you'll have to contact the IDDU via email or by phone, and we will manually have to make these changes, which will definitely slow down the process. So please, I am passionately pleading with you all that you all get all the information, all right, and then submit it. So we're going to have a really nice process. The major goal here is to process these courses quickly and get them back to your teachers way before the semester begins. So as soon as that first day of the semester, we hit the ground running. So once you are happy with everything, you click submit, and within probably 5 minutes, you're going to get an automated response with a receipt of the courses that you have entered. And this response will also go to the dean and chair as well, just in case you are not the dean or chair entering the information. So I'm going to show you an example of how that receipt will look like now. All right, so this is how the automatic generated response will look like. So you're going to get the semester. It's going to tell you what school and what program, if you had entered a classification for that. It's going to be sent to you and the dean and the chair. All right. The instruction design development unit, it has the date at which the email was sent. Dear Jason Matthew, so that'll be whoever had entered the information in the form, that name will be there. Please see the attached list of courses you have submitted. And in this example, these were the courses submitted. So you're going to, again, this is the receipt you're going to be getting. Person who submitted it for whichever school, the date, and you're going to get the course name, course code, course format, whether or not you ask for group enrollment or not, and the instructor that will be attached to these courses. So that will be the receipt you'll be getting, and we'll be processing the courses on our end. Okay, everyone. So again, my name is Jason Matthew. I'm the coordinator of the Instructional Design and Development Unit at USC. My email is matthewj@usc.edu.tt, and you can get me at extension 2733. If you have any questions or concerns or any comments about Moodle or the course request form in particular, please contact me, and I'm sure I'll be able to provide assistance. Bye for now.